Who says great westerns are dead? Because I don't think so. There's a whole lot of them out there. And this is one of them. Stagecoach. So Stagecoach came out in 1939, and it's about a bunch of people that are, well, leaving one town to the other. So as the movie starts off, the townspeople are getting together with the town leaders and soldiers, whatever, Indian fighters as they call themselves. I like to call them Native Americans because I don't want to offend anyone. Well, they're in a conversation, and apparently one of the natives is on the war party and going out and attacking any Americans that are left out in the wild and everything. So apparently travel between towns and cities is kind of a bad idea in the West, which it always is in these movies. But anyway, they had no choice but to set up the stagecoach and make it go because apparently these group of girls that are in this town or whatever want to throw out the garbage. And if you want to know what they're like, just look at today's history or look at Hollywood in general right now. Yeah, that's them. That's exactly them in a nutshell. So they're throwing out this doctor who is a complete drunk, so there's that. There is also a brewery maker, a beer maker from Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas, whatever. And he has to go along with it because the doctor insists and everything. There is this one woman who is trying to get to her husband, and she's carrying a secret with her that she doesn't like to talk about and everything. She doesn't really like to talk to anyone on the stagecoach or whatever. You also got the prostitute, the blonde girl, who just wants a living. She wants a place to live, and it's kind of hard to do that out in the West, and especially for a single girl at her age, so whatever. So they're throwing her out as well because prostitution is wrong, and I guess. I can't believe I said that out loud. Okay, I'm gonna hope you forget about that. I'm just gonna continue on with this. And also you got the gambler who fought for the Confederates, and he's trying to protect the girl who's trying to go to her husband and everything because he feels like he's earned it because he knew her father or whatever. You also got a sheriff that is looking for a criminal out there in the wild. And then you got the driver, who apparently is I don't think he's really right in the head. That's as far as I can go with him. But anyway, they finally leave the town, and halfway across to the nearest stop, they run into none other than the Duke himself, John Wayne. And John Wayne is on a revenge path to kill a man who has killed his brother. But the sheriff knew about that because apparently John Wayne is the guy that the sheriff was looking for, so he was arrested on the spot. So anyway, you got the sheriff, the driver, the gambler, the beer maker, you got the married woman with a secret, you got the prostitute, and oh yeah, I forgot one as well. There's this banker as well that's with them. And also he stole quite a bit of money from the town after he left. And also you got the criminal. There's a group of people. So anyway, since I forgot the banker, I'll explain his part right here. Apparently, his wife is the leader of this women's group that is throwing everybody out, and he's thinking to himself, screw all this, I'm out of here. And by the way, I'm going to take all the money out of the safe and take it with me. Because who's gonna know? And not only that, but he also predicts the future in one scene alone while he's talking about the American government or whatever in the stagecoach. And he says, you know what this country needs? This country needs a businessman as a president. I mean, he said it, I didn't. So anyway, things get a little more tense when the soldiers that are guarding them need to leave and whatever. The married girl is apparently freaking out because they have not reached her husband in time, and she's getting ill or whatever. I think I know exactly where this is going. And also John Wayne starts a little thing with the prostitute. He's nice to her. He gives her a seat, whatever. Just being kind of a gentleman-like, which not a lot of people really did to prostitutes in those days. So it's kind of a change of pace, but she doesn't want to tell him. My voice jumped there. I'm talking a lot. She doesn't want to tell him what she is because, well, this is the first guy that's ever been nice to her. Why ruin it now? So there's that. But all in all, this whole movie is a whole lot of fun. I gotta admit, for a Western that is in black and white and quite literally the beginning of John Wayne's career, I mean, he's been in a lot of cowboy movies before then during the Great Depression. he was probably in 8 or 9 movies a year because those movies took like 2 weeks to make, and he only got like $100 for each and every one of them. So he was in a lot of cowboy movies during the Depression. And this is like the first movie that really got him credit as a really good actor, because this movie not only succeeded in the box office, but it was also nominated for Best Picture. I mean, I don't see how it could win against Gone with the Wind, but you get my point. But what can I say? It's a fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot. There was not a moment in this movie where I felt like, okay, I can pause it now and I'm gonna cook me a snack or whatever. I actually kept the movie going and watched it all the way through, and from start to finish, it was a whole lot of fun. So I gotta say, Stagecoach is not seen a lot in great movie stuff. Not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people talk about it, which they should. It's a movie that was definitely ahead of its time. So I gotta say, Stagecoach is legendary. So guys, Stagecoach, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite John Wayne movie? But whatever you think, comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.